Snowstorm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that noise was. FedEx Blue has left the session.
Good start. Good start.
You'll rejoin with a car. The race is dry twig.
Awesome.
No rain in quali either. So,
Awesome.
it gives the drivers the best chance of doing well, doesn't it? I think rain can make this track really difficult. Right, tyres, telemetry, lap data, blah 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 blah. No one's out of the pits yet. Right, let's see if we can beat yesterday. Let's see if we can get some people out of the pits without crashing. We got a Ferrari going out. That's either James or Jimmy. Mercedes, or Renault, and McLaren. Those are Jimmy.
I can confirm Jimmy's made it past the turn 2.
And Lily White. There's a Red Bull going out as well. That's either Ryan or Joe. The other Ferrari of James is going out. Alfa Romeo, both of them at the same time. The Racing Point's going out too. And everyone's doing the softs initially. Well, most people.
Yeah, got a few hard runners, but a couple of mediums as well, but mainly the softs.
I'm going to get my track guide up because I always forget. Okay, I've somehow lost the track guide. So I will reinvigorate.
Good evening to everyone watching the stream, by the way. Thank you for joining myself and Jack.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be this is one of the races of the season you don't really want to miss. I'm going to save my enthusiasm for the next 16 minutes because I know I'm not going to, well, both of us are not going to stop talking for the next 45 minutes after, or longer if we have safety cars, etc. Right, I'm going to watch Lily White because I think he's the first one out. No, it won't, it'll be Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm on Jimmy. Oh, okay, you're on Jimmy.
And I'm gonna go through the lap with the people, what the turns are, and that's gonna help me as well. And there has been a retirement already.
Oh dear.
Right, this is turn number 1. Quite a tricky braking zone. If you mess it up, you're going into a wall. Down to turn 2, 100-meter board, slaps on the brakes, clip the curve as much as you can before the car oversteers into a wall. Back to turn 2. Down to turn 3, there you go. This is quite a harsh corner. If you judge for braking wrong on this corner, you're going into the, well, down that way, and you're going to lose some places. This is turn number 4, the 90-degree right-hander. Down to 5 and 6, a left turn and a right turn immediately after. It's not too bad, you can lose time on it though. Down to 7 we go at the bottom here. You can abuse the curb a little bit. If you do too much though, you will get a penalty. That's turn 7. Through the castle we have 8, 9, 10 and 11. This is the 11th turn here. This is the 12th turn on the left. You can cut that curve, you can go around that curve. Woolly Mammoth will let the Ferrari pass. This is 13, the little left-hander. This is 14, the little left-hander. This is 15. Now you decide whether to take loads of curb or take no curb. You don't want to take a little bit of curve as you'll end up in the wall. Down to 16 we go, a 90 degree. It's actually wider than people think. This is a little 17 here. This is a little 18 to the left. This is a little 19 to the right. There's one more to come. Just after this little bit of fencing here. That is 20 and all the way to the finish line. Jimmy sets the benchmark. Sorry, Toast sets the benchmark with 38.7. Jimmy sets the second benchmark for 41.8. Of a medium compound. Happy days. Twig.
Yeah, I was on board with Toast there. It was a fairly clean lap, but I'm sure that was just a benchmark for him. I'm sure he'll be pushing for quicker than that, as Ryan now also sets a 38.9 on the softs as well.
He does. LLB comes across the line of the Alfa Romeo for 40.5, 1.3 second. And Jimmy on the medium compound. Never seen that name before.
No, neither have I.
That's an interesting one. What happened to Anthony? Twig, do you know anything about that?
I didn't see. I tried to find out. I couldn't see on anyone's board, but my guess is going to be a castle section wipeout. So it's a shame.
that was, he didn't actually even post a lap. The other Mercedes cost him a line just under 700ths of a second quicker than his teammate. So far, he takes provisional pole with 38.720. The Mercedes are 1-2 with 12.5 minutes to go. Back on the topic of Anthony, he didn't put a lap in. It was his, I think it was his out lap. So yeah, bit of a shame for him. He's going to be starting right at the back. I would say normally it's quite a bad thing, but here it's not the end of the world. It could be, but with many mistakes and stuff. Jay Lutz has got a 5-place grid with a collision with Jimmy. You can have a quick look at that. That's a weird one.
Yeah, Jimmy's missing his left end plate.
Luke's missing a right end plate, I think.
Oh, he might be missing both. Oh no, he's missing a left end plate as well, so
they're both missing a left?
Both missing a left.
So maybe the car came in, one of them came into each other, and that meant the other one went into the left wall, because you can't, you know.
Yeah.
You can't hit the other side and the other end plate, come on. It's just not how it works. Just trying to find out if anyone's on the lap at the moment, I don't know.
Nevo is about to cross the line, but it's only a 1:42 on the hard, so he'll be looking to improve or either switch to the mediums.
Yeah, the hard being about 1.5 seconds slower per lap than the soft compound, meaning a good hard time would be a low 40, if it was possible. I mean, to do a low 40 on hard is good. I mean, 38.70 is quick. I saw a couple of time trials getting like a 37 high. So for initial pace, it's not looking too bad for the Mercedes people. James now is 4 seconds up, he'll be coming into the pits. Cameron's 20 seconds up, he'll be coming.
Far Owen is coming up to the line on
James now has damage, I think, on the cancel section. He has no downforce whatsoever. He's got no wing at all.
Oh wow, yes, I've just seen that.
So he did clip the castle section at some point. I've always got confused. So if someone's beat their time, are they down or are they up? Down, are they?
They're down.
They're down.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to the phraseology of saying if they're up on their time, it's a positive thing.
Where is it? Now I'm confused because I'm thinking about it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I said Nevo was up on his time, to me that's improvement. But if you say down on his time, to me that's a negative. If he's down on his time, that's a bad thing, right?
Yeah, sure.
Surely.
But then up could mean he's above his current set time.
If a commentator says he's down on his time, because down technically means going from 40.5 to 40.3, doesn't it? You're down on your time.
Yeah.
But from my point of view, if you're down on your time, it's worse. Like you're down.
God, I'm
it just
confused.
sounds like it's bad.
Anyone watching the stream, please feel free to join the debate.
Just
help us out.
If you're down on your time, initially it sounds bad. But you know, but if you're down on your time, you've decreased it, which is a good thing. Oh, I don't know. I just try to learn the main corners for the race, so I don't have to look at the guide. To be honest.
Not Penny's boat says I say up on his time.
For a positive or a negative?
Surely positive.
Up on his time. This is going to be a very long debate then. Because it's going to outline my commentary forever. You're going to have to... I mean, I've watched all the quali highlights from all the races, obviously, this year in real life. I just can't quite think what we say. Oh well. I'm just not going to use either. Is LRB on a lap? Potentially. I'm not sure. He's got a 40.5 to beat. I'm yawning
Oh,
already. Oh, go on.
J Luke just before going into the castle section lost his left end plate. He was on a lapse, so that's going to be frustrating.
I just don't feel he's got no left end play, has he? I just
No.
don't feel that if we say if you go ooh, I go ooh, we're just gonna immediately find a car that's just gone through the castle section. I think that's just gonna be the, you know, it's not gonna be many collisions that are not in the castle section. Jimmy Allen's gone 9/10 quicker so far. Ryan's put in a 38.533. This is a good lap. It's 2/10 up on the Mercedes.
And
okay.
there we go.
Okay.
The Mercedes
it
responds.
was 2/10 up. It's now 5/10 down. Total of 38 dead. So we can. The pace is there for Twig. The pace for the Mercedes is definitely there. I'm just going to see what lap LRB's going to put through. He's done it on the Mizu compound. He goes 1.5 seconds, 1.4 seconds quicker. Apologies, I'm not tired. He goes 6 with a 39.081. Kaboom is a 10th up. That won't be enough to move him past LRB as it stands, but he's got 5 ERS to burn, and we'll see if that Huscar can somehow pull out a little bit of time through the third sector. He's not really getting any slipstream help, which by the way might help some people in the last 6 minutes. Twig, half a second potentially. Kaboom comes across the line only half a tenth faster, so a little bit slow after that second sector. 39.292 for him. Conrad is on the soft compound tyre. He goes through the castle section. For positive, F1 commentator in real life say up to. Yeah, that sounds better. If you're up on your time, you're better. Yes, that is a good. Yeah, I understand why some commentators would say down, because they're down on their time. It's an increase on their time. It's better. Yeah. Conrad is basically half a second up on his second sector. As it stands, Twig, that might put him second place if he smashes this final sector. Yellow flag ahead, the car's moving across. How very nice of him. Toast limiting the slipstream. So Toast taking no prisoners. Conrad comes across the line. I'm sure he's going to be up on his time. He's 4 tenths up. He goes into second place, beats Ryan just under 300ths of a second. Still half a second away from Pover. Twig, anyone on a lap at the moment?
Not that I can see at the moment. J Luke though has only come into the pit, but he did try and do another lap without that left end plate, which was interesting.
I think it's a good time for people to start coming into the pits. They can start coming out at about 2:10, 2:15 to go for their final stint.
Woolly
Mammoth.
Yeah.
You can take that one.
Yeah, he is 7 tenths up on his second set. Oh, I think he's no, this isn't a lap. He's got rid of that. Yep.
It was 7 tenths though, whether he liked it or not. To be fair though, it would have only put him to a 42.8. He needs to pit now and put some softs on. Give him the best chance. It's soft to medium bucket. It's as simple as that. It's not too bad on the tyres. There's a lot of low speed corners, which don't really kill the tyres. If you have any questions or comments in the YouTube chat, or if you're on Twig's channel, whack them in. He'll answer them. I'll answer them. We're good, aren't we?
Any predictions as well? Give us predictions. Who's going to win? Who's going to be on pole?
Yeah, I can't even make predictions. I haven't been with the drivers long enough. I do genuinely believe if the Mercedes have minor problems, one of them will do it. I think they have good pace. Conrad's showing some quality pace though at the moment. We'll see if that pace lasts for the next 3 minutes, but he's showing, so he really wants it.
He's looking
he said
strong.
it in the interview. He wants a podium, and I think who else? I think LRB was happy with the podium. I'm sure he can improve on a 39 dead as well.
Joe's just gone second in the Red Bull. So Red Bulls are looking strong here at the moment with one car in second and the other, Ryan, in fourth.
Absolutely spot on. The mini Godbolt's actually 6 at the moment. Obviously he's already on an out lap. But like you said, the Red Bull showing some good pace at the moment. I'm sure these times are going to drop one more time. We're going to have a bit of a gap first. The gap twig from not including Toast at the front, the gap from 2nd to 6th is only 0.2 of a second.
Very tight.
So the gap is really, really close, and positions kind of play a massive part in Baku, because if you can get a good start, it could be on for a good one. The problem I had yesterday is the dynamic view on the start isn't very good.
No, it's not.
I couldn't really see what was happening at the front. So what I might do is do the onboard view from 4th or 5th, and then see who gets a better start, and commentate from that. I've not decided yet. I'll see if I get a better view, but it was pretty difficult yesterday. Lily White's retired from a session. I don't think he's able to put a lap in.
No,
I don't think he'll be happy with that twig.
No, definitely not.
Especially with that interview, which was done half an hour ago. I'm sure he was expecting to at least put a decent time in. He hasn't put a time in at all.
It's a tough track though, Baku. It's a tight track.
Penalties
can be picked up.
He's more than a temp down on his time, so he's not actually improved it as it stands. Is he gonna turn off his ERS and save it a bit? Probably not. He's probably gonna commit. We'll see what the sector time is just after the Pirelli sign. He goes, so now he's half a second up on his time, so he's going to improve on his time, but it doesn't look like the Mercedes driver will be joining his teammate on the front row, unless the first sector was a glitch and he genuinely has improved very well. He's using his teammate for some slipstream. Toast is on his out lap, so he's going to start. The Mercedes of Godbold comes across the line with a 38.2. He does improve by literally 2 milliseconds below half a second. Toast goes wide, so his lap isn't gonna, he's not gonna put one in, Twig. So if someone can beat that 38 dead or 38.2, they're gonna split the Ferraris up. Conrad's on his lap, Ryan's 2 temps up, Reshka's 1 temp, sorry, I'm gonna get a mixed up. Ryan was 1 temp down, Reshka's 2 temps up. LRB, we'll see what his second sector time is. He's up on his time by 3 temps, but Red Bull lets him pass. We'll stay on board with LRB. What's that?
Ryan's backed out of his time, sorry.
Probably backed out for the better. I think he was struggling for his time. LRB wanted a podium. To get a podium's place, he's going to have to beat a 38.4. He comes across the line, 38.6. which moves him into 7th place. Reshka's a tenth up on his time. Kaboom's 3 temps up on his time. That might put him just above Reshka by 1 place. He's trying to get the slipstream off Owen, which is probably, it might help him. He goes across the line, 38.7, half a second up, he goes 8 fastest. I'm trying to keep up with everything. Please put in if you need to. J. Luke is very, very slow. He's done his lap.
Yeah, Reshka's out as well.
2 Mercedes are coming in, and I think that's it.
I think that is it, yeah.
Reshka comes into the pits, and that is your grid. For Mercedes, a cheeky 1-2 in qualifying, but I'll take that. The Red Bull 3rd and 4th, which is good. Konski takes a 4th place, so unfortunately his teammate takes a 16th for the moment. I don't know why some people haven't put in a lap. There's 4 cars there. 2 haven't retired as well. I'm going to get a final drink. Predictions in the chat, people.
I think I'm going to set the bar, and I think
oh, go on.
I'm feeling either. I was saying before the race in my head, I was saying Ryan, but I'm thinking Conrad's looking good. Conrad's looking
Yeah,
good.
He is. But has he got the concentration, the discipline, the composure? Sorry about the water, guys. Has he got the discipline and the composure to do it? Do you know what I mean? 26. At the end of the day, yes, it's 26 laps. We know that, but it's 45 minutes of a street circuit that can literally kill people's races. Literally, one corner. I say one corner. Castle Saxon's 4 somehow. J-Luke, by the way, he did finish 10th, but he has got a 5 grid, which will put him 15th. Which is that's an interesting one for J-Luke. But as we know, there can only be one winner and 2 more podiums. Obviously, we know that there won't be 20 cars at the end of the race. In fact, we don't know if there's going to be more than 10. We're going to have to try our best to keep on top of it. And try and, I want a safety car. I'm going to actually physically verbally celebrate when we have a safety car. This is a circuit. If I'd done Azerbaijan yesterday with you, and today with you, and we haven't had a safety car, but bear in mind we lost 11 cars yesterday, I'm going to be mad.
There will be. The castle section is going to definitely take a few.
It's not just that. I say the main problem yesterday was people get, if you're behind a car and you've got the slipstream and you've got DRS, you actually get some insane speed, and people just totally misjudge the braking, especially those that have ABS off and the traction control off. It just literally kills them. We'll just double check for the tyres for you. So the top 9 on the softs, 10th to 13th on the mediums, and a big mix at the bottom. We'll put telemetry. Do we need lap data? I don't think so.
Yeah, interesting that Woolly's the only hard runner from the start here.
So I think the plan for Woolly would be just avoid trouble. Or is he expecting trouble? Could be a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't do 26 laps on mediums. You can't do that, but you can definitely do quite a few on hards on this track. But the track doesn't kill the tyres. It's not like Spain. It's not like Hungary. It doesn't kill them. Even at a pace like this, you got to remember a good chunk of the lap time is just straight. And it's just low speed corners. As you know, you can do 7. You can even do 70 laps of hard tyres on Monaco. It's all low speed corners. So we'll see what happens. But the good thing.
I think the key is just good race pace overall, and just staying well clear of any walls and just being patient. Just not trying to make stupid moves.
The other thing is, what you don't really want is distractions in front of you. You don't really want to be hoping that they're ghosted, and then they're not being, or because you brake for it, and can sometimes put you off a little bit. Or FedEx Queensland session, I think he's having a few connection problems.
Yeah, it looks like it. I'm not sure, but he might have been the car. He might have been the car. I'm not sure,
Double check. That'll be interesting. I think the next track after this is Canada. That's a good track. I think for Canada, I think we'll let you do the lights out. I think you deserve a go.
Oh God.
I want to see the Twig do the introduction to a lap. I want to see it. So make sure you're prepared.
We'll see.
No, you'll be doing it. Don't bother. Make sure you're prepared. Canada's a good one, and turn 1 and 2 are really good for a race start. And the same here. This turn 1 is going to be mental. Like I said, I'll see what the dynamic view is. Then I'll decide whether to go on board or not. put it in Joe's view, or Conrad's view, just to make sure. The dynamic view is okay, I just can't see much. Well, here we go, Twig.
Here we go.
Let's see what's to come in the next 45 to 50 minutes of Azerbaijan. It's season 2, race number 2. It is lights out and away we go. We'll go on board because I can't see much, but both Mercedes get away well into turn 1. He blocks off Conrad behind. The Red Bull goes wide. He clips his wing. Joe clips his wing. He's overtaken by the Racing Point into turn 1. It's an absolute madness. The Red Bull of Joe hits the wall of turn 2 again. He's going to have red damage, and down to turn 3 we go. The Mercedes, a little bit of a voice break. The Mercedes doing a 1-2 at the moment. Conrad's 3rd, Owings 4th, Kaboom's 5th. Twig?
Joe's hitting walls. Joe is hitting walls. He's struggling. He's
Joe
got
is
damage.
hitting walls, and he's now got no downforce at all.
He's
Ryan
dropped 6
is
places
well.
within one sector.
He has. We'll check for position change at the moment. At the front we've got a reasonable gap. I don't see anyone pushing anyone into 7. Through the castle section we go for lap number 1 of Baku. Both Mercedes get through castle section. Conrad does, the Racing Point does, Kaboom does. Everyone seems to have got through so far without damage, which is good to see. I'm still flicking through the grid towards the back.
Through.
Everyone's through,
Everyone's
so that's
through.
good. We still have 19 drivers. That doesn't say we haven't all got wings, but we still have 19 drivers.
Oh, J. Luke has gone flying into the wall.
I saw the damage on the track. He's going to have to pit. We're going to see some pitters on lap number 1. The Mercedes have a little bit of a gap, 6 steps between each other, 2.8 behind Owen in 3rd. It's a great start for Mercedes at the moment. Kaboom has overtaken Conrad on the straight, but obviously he's been restricted by the front wing. I remember in the old Formula 1s, they had the Red Bull looking to have a go at the Alpha Male. He doesn't get it though, and LRB gets first dibs at turn number 2, and Ryan is, I think he's still got a wing, so that Red Bull's fine. Like I was saying, the old Formula 1, they had a physics where if you had no front wing, it actually had quicker straight line speed. Obviously, in real terms, it's not really the case. So I think, so far, it's not doing too bad. The Ferrari's looking at the inside of turn 4 here. And he keeps the position, although he lets Anthony past, I think. Oh no, he doesn't. It looked like he was going to, but he didn't. Anthony remains 14th. What we'll do quickly, if you've got nothing to discuss, Twig, or if you do, feel free to...
No, I was just going to say the big losers so far are Conrad and Joe, both lost. Oh! Nice and Spicer and Reshka. Reshka's had a massive impact in the castle section.
Right, M-plate.
Yeah, we'll see another few pitters here, definitely.
What we'll do then, we'll wait for the pitters and then give a position change update. Then we'll look at the tyres and what they're on. Like you said, Conrad and Joe, 14 and 16 places down respectively. This is working very well. Excuse me, for Mercedes. They'll be able to work together and get the slipstream and help Owen. Not help Owen. In fact, why got hiccups? Owen's up 3 places, Kaboom's up 4. Ryan in the Red Bull's down 1. Lily White's up 8. Bear in mind he qualified 16th. He's now up 9 places because the Ferrari of James Pitts and a couple of other changes too. We'll go back to a position changes a little bit later on, once we understand when everyone's happy with their pits, etc. I'm just on board with J. Luke. Just got a cheeky view of him changes his wing, and what he'll want to do now, he's put on a set of mediums, and if he looks after them, he can take them to the end. Nevo's retired from the session. Where was that?
Yeah, into turn 3.
It was
gone straight ahead into the wall.
I did say if both wheels are off. I did say if it wasn't going to be castle section, it was going to be turn 3. People judge for braking wrong all the time. It's really tricky. So there's our first retirement.
First one. First retirement
and
so
that is
far.
the DXT crew, clan, whatever you want to call it. And Anti's now got to do what he can in GP1 in the Renault on his own with no team support to bring home something. Just looking at a few cars through Castle section at the moment, it seems to be okay. As you can see, Twig, the gap from Owen to Mini Godbolt, the first Mercedes, has decreased. Mini Godbolt pits on lap 2. Did he have damage?
I'm not sure, I'll go on board.
Okay, yeah, you can go on board. That moves Kaboom on
Yep.
one place, so that'll be in Ryan on the place. He is swapping his wing.
Wing change,
so
and he's gone on to the mediums.
The gap was reduced because he's got damage somewhere. That's an interesting one, Twig, because that's going to cost him 6.5 seconds, and that happened in China.
Yep. Yeah, it did, and now Toast is out in front on his own. He's got a 2.6 gap at the moment, so if he just maintains that for now, just control the race.
He's driving he's controlling his DRS for a start. He's only using zeros and ones at the moment, which is good to see. He's obviously knuckled down into a rhythm. He's knuckled down into the race pace. We'll put the leader gap on. So the gap from the gap from second to fifth is just less than 4 seconds, which is good to see. The gap between the whole grid is 43 seconds after 4 laps, so there's some differences there. We quickly look at the stops. No one's done 2 stops yet, which is good. Half of the grid have done a 1 stop so far. That puts them obviously in the bottom 9, and then we've just got the top 9 to pit a little bit later on. Once they pit, me and Twig can find out kind of what the grid is looking like realistically. What was you doing at?
I was doing a FedEx Blue's car. He's not in his car, but his car just full on wellied the castle section. I don't know what the AI is doing, but
in his car, and it's going very, very slowly.
Yeah.
FedEx will obviously try and. Is he paused or is he just left the session?
I don't think he's managed to get back in. I think he's had some connection issues.
But look at the car, Twig. It's got no right end plate.
Yeah.
It's got no right wing, to be honest. Ben. Of course, another thing we saw yesterday was the people at the end of the race, when they knew that they weren't going to overtake the car in front, or they weren't going to get overtaken from behind, they were putting some socks on at the end to try and get the fastest lap. So I expect a few people later on, depending on gaps, to probably go for some fastest laps. Definitely. LRB is only 7 tenths away from Kaboom. They're just going through Castle section now. Now what I'm going to do is just flick through the cars going through Castle section. Lily White seems to be struggling for traction, unless that's me. Yep, there you go. He smacked the left hand side of turn 9 in Castle, and he's completely damaged his front left wing. So Lily White's going to have to pit. He's probably going to put on a set of hards. Rescue's going to try and get past him. We'll keep on board with it. Lily White lets him through, but Rescue locks up all his tyres. He taps the wall. I'm not sure he's got damage. I don't think he has. He has. Oh dear. So he tried to overtake Lily White into turn 14 or whatever it is, and he damaged his end plate from hitting the wall, and he's going to have to pit as well. You need a full wing at this track. Owen is half a second behind. Tom is definitely going to get him on the straight. I think Tom is pitting. I can't tell though. The racing point whacks on the DRS, flies past Tom. Tom isn't going into the pits. Like I said, Owen flies past the Haas and leads. Sorry, doesn't lead, but takes third position into turn 1 on lap number 6. LRB comes out of the pits with a new front wing there, wheel to wheel with the Red Bull into turn 2. The Red Bull gets first dibs, the Alfa Romeo laying off a leader wheel, which is probably the right idea. That could have caused a big collision, but good driving from a pair of them. LRB looks to chase the Red Bull down to turn 3. He doesn't have the room to make a move. He's on my hard tyres, both of them are. They'll be going to the end of the race. For Ferrari, James moves into 9th. He overtakes Wooly. He was on my hard tyres. For Ferrari on the soft, there's only one winner. I think that's it for a little bit.
Yeah, I was just watching an interesting fight at the back between Jimmy and Nice and Spicer respectively. Had a good little battle, and Jimmy's managed to make his way past Williams.
And there's a tight gap at the back there, 0.6 and 0.8, 3 cars in the running. There's a little bit of a nice fight at the front. The Mercedes is going to take Reska on the inside down to 16. He shots us through the gears, and Reska lets him pass, probably a best idea, but his teammate Owen overtakes Reska. He's quicker. Owen's going to have a go at the Mercedes, and the gap to the Mercedes before this lap for the front was about 2 seconds. Now it's 0.4. Is he catching the Mercedes? He whacks on the DRS. He won't catch him into turn 1, but if he stays close, he might have a go down to turn 3 in a second. Reska goes in the pits. He should be fine to go on the medium, so for Reska at the moment it's not looking too bad. I don't think he has to change the wing. If he doesn't, Reska's looking okay for his... Okay, he does have to change the wing. I didn't see the end play. That's going to knock him down 6.5 seconds. I'm just going to keep watching Owen and Mercedes down to turn 3. The Mercedes has got a big enough of a gap, that's not even English, and he can't overtake him. Trying to filter through.
Oh dear.
Oh, he's Owen again.
Rashko coming out the pits against Lily White, and Lily White went straight into the back of him.
This is going to, I think it'll be a question in it.
Oh, and here we go.
Lily White's going to push the inside. He's locked his both wheels. I told you, I guessed it before it was even going to happen. And that is, if we get him in after, that's a talking point. Lap 7, over braking out of turn 3. That is going in my highlights video because I even guessed it. Has he got damage?
He's got a lot of damage to the right.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
struggling.
He's basically got he's got a quarter of a wing. Tom goes into 14th. Oh, is he struggling for traction? He's lost a right end plate as well, Mr. Tom. Right, as I think many people have pitted Twig.
I'll have a look.
So it's probably a good time to have a look at position changes. However, J-Lee might have a cheeky go of the Williams of Woolly Mammoth. Has Woolly Mammoth got a left end plate? Yeah, oh, I don't think he does.
Woolly Mammoth is the only car so far not to pit.
I think he might have done some of that without an end plate, I'm not too sure. They're wheel to wheel, down past the finish line. The Alfa Romeo just has enough DRS to get a little bit of a gap. For Williams of Woolly had a little bit of a think into turn 1, but he knew it probably wasn't a good idea. But there was some good wheel-to-wheel action from those two past the start-finish line, which was good to see. In terms of position changes, so Conrad's 13 down at the moment. He was looking quite promising at the start to it. I can't remember what happened. To be honest, there's a yellow flag in sector 1. I don't know who it is.
Nice and Spicer's missed turn 1.
Nice and Spicer has missed turn 1, and that's what the yellow flag was for. We got the green flag again to crack on. FedEx Blue's car, I'd rather be out the race. It's putting me off. Lily White's in the pits. He puts on a pair of soft tyres, which is an interesting one. An interesting one. I don't know what his plans are there. I'm sure he does have a plan. I'm sure he's thought it through. The gap to the leader has gone from 0.4 to 2.4 twigs, so that gap's increasing as we speak. Kaboom is in 3rd place at the moment. His Cambo's medium tyres get him to the end. That's the question. Ryan in the Red Bull's 4th, LRB's 5th. James is done 5 laps on the soft, so he'll be able to pit a little bit later on for a set of mediums to finish the race. Mini Goldborn, the Mercedes teammate, is 2.3 seconds behind Ferrari.
sorry to butt in, here comes Anthony, the latest driver to go past Woolly Mammoth on those hards. Doesn't have the pace on those hards at the moment, but he's the only one not to pit. Everyone else is on much fresher tyres, so he'll be wanting to push further down the race.
Definitely. Tom's in the pits. A change of a wing.
Oh, Anthony going into turn 3, hit the inside, and he's lost his left end plate. The Woolly Mammoth might get this place back shortly.
He might do, and well, I'm sure Woolly Mammoth would have seen the damage come off somewhere. Tom's got a 5-second pen for crossing pit lane,
cheap.
exit white line.
That's cheap.
That is I mean, pit assist in Azerbaijan is really bad. Through the castle section we go. What a dynamic view that is. Both of them getting out unscathed. I wish you could choose which dynamic view you want, because that was a really good view. The closest interval gap on the grid at the moment is Joe to Mini Goldbolt. He might have a chance of overtaking the Mercedes driver. Mercedes driver has damaged Twig. He's missing a front right wing.
Oh
no! Oh no! Joe is gone! He somehow... What?
He saved it.
How is the I mean, he 100% smashed into that wall at some incredible speed. I have no idea on how the car was saved. I mean, that car must have smashed into that wall at a good rate of knots. He's very lucky. He's very lucky. And I'm sure he knows it. Him and the Mercedes pit, and it's not been... again, Mini Goldball, was it 8th in China? I'm pretty sure it was 8th. It was 7th or 8th, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
And at the moment, he's not looking much better than that here. Which is strange, because we expect him to be fighting for podiums. And of course we know that he's got a 4-week gap in February, because he's going away or whatever. And, you know, if you don't get the points now in the, you know, in China, Azerbaijan, Canada, whatever next, you're going to be struggling a little bit. And I understand why he expects his teammates to bring home all these points and get all these wins and help himself for drivers and help his team for constructors, but he's not had the best start so far.
Jimmy is really struggling for traction.
Oh no, Lily White's DNF.
He's let the racing point of Rush go through.
Lily White's DNF, Twig. Oh no,
dear.
You know, his words, I'm going to try and stay out of contact. And it's just not gone to plan. Oh, it's a shame. And what else is a shame for McLaren as well, is they were both looking okay, and Konski was basically put down to last as well.
Yeah, it's not been a good race for the McLarens or the Renaults, in fact.
No,
Two
absolutely.
teams that have not fared well at these streets.
For Ferraris are doing much better in China, though. It's good to see. I think the Ferraris got very minimal points in China. I don't think they got any at all, actually. Here they get in 7th and 10th so far, so improvement for the Ferraris. The Alfa Romeo's looking okay in 5th and 6th. Red Bull's 4th and 6th. The Haas is 3rd and 16th at Ferrari, so the 3rd's going to get some good points. Racing points, 2nd and 8th. So there's definitely some good points coming in so far. Of course, we've got 17 laps to go yet, technically. There's a yellow flag out of sector 3 or 1. It was sector 1, and it was the Haas of Tom going wide at turn 1, so he's had to turn back on track. All the while, look at that dynamic view, that's brilliant. Mercedes, the Mercedes of Toast, has now got a 6-second gap at the front, and of course, wow. I'm not going to say the same comment in China, those hard tyres won't do it, They definitely will in Baku. If he can keep that pace, he'll be grand. Ryan in the Red Bull overtakes Kaboom on the straight, even before we get near the finish line. And Kaboom comes into the pits. Is this a scheduled pit stop? I don't think so. He'd only done 6 laps, so my guess is he's got wing damage. That man is holding a wing. So Kaboom has pitted. He's going to put a set of mediums on, and he's going to try and finish the race in the best position possible. Is Reska going to come across the line before Kaboom gets out of the pits? I don't think he will. Kaboom gets out safe in 6th. That shows you the gap there, Twig. He's just pitted. He's fitted a new wing, which has got plus 25 seconds, and Reska hasn't overtaken him.
It's not bad. It's not too bad.
The Mercedes Mini Golf Board overtakes Joe down into turn 3. Is that turn 3? No, sorry, turn 2. And Joe doesn't have the sufficient room or slipstream, or speed in fact, to get past the Mercedes, so Mini Golf Board moves up a position there. I think everyone can finish the race now, Twig. I think whatever time you want, medium or hard, you can finish. For people that have damage now, or have a collision or a damaged end plate, it's just going to kill their race now. So the drivers have got to be really careful. Nice and Spicer has got a 5-second pen for crossing the pit lane exit white line. I wasn't on board with him quick enough. He comes out. Unfortunate for him, as it stands, he is dead beat last at the moment. But let's see what he can do. He's put on a set of hard tyres. Maybe I had no medium left. That pumpkin helmet not giving him the best.
To second place.
Takes a firm, overtakes a Racing Point. The Racing Point can't brake quick enough. Oh no! I saw it coming. LRB's coming past. He lets him through. We've got a bit of room to change it. I saw that coming. I knew he had way too much speed, Owen. And the Red Bull of Ryan broke earlier than expected, shall we say. And Owen tried to move out the way, but as he moved out the way, Ryan came in on the inside line because he thought Owen was going to be on the outside line, and Owen couldn't really go anywhere, so he carried on turning left and hit the wall. Has he got damage? I think he does. He does. Left end plate. Wow, that won't be good. However, he might be able to put on mediums and set a fast lap.
Did Point try and go down the side there, or did he just completely miss his braking point? Owen, yeah.
I think, like I said, I think the Red Bull driver, Ryan. Owen just now, he's smart. Takes the castle section. The Red Bull driver, I think, broke either earlier than expected, or Owen left it too late. But after that point, the Red Bull just took a turn into the corner, just a normal racing line. But Owen tried to brake, move to the left, so he didn't hit him. If Owen did move to the left, he was going to hit the car. There's no doubt about that. And then if he couldn't really turn right at that point, and so he hit the wall. So it was a bit of a, it was a, what do we call it? We call it a racing incident, don't we?
Racing
I don't think Ryan,
yeah.
I think Ryan got out unscathed.
Yeah, I didn't see any damage come off his car.
Yeah, he's okay. So that's good to see, because Ryan didn't actually do anything wrong. I don't think Owen did anything too wrong. I just think he braked a little bit too late. I think that's it, and it's cost him a pit stop. Kaboom's going to go past the pit lane. The Red Bull Joe's going to go past the pit lane. The Mercedes going to go past the pit lane.
Oh.
What happened to Reska there?
I don't know.
Damage?
He's lost
Yeah,
all of his
he's
front
got no
wing.
wing at all. Oh dear.
Not
Reska's
a good
gonna have
lap.
to pit.
Not a good lap for the Racing Points.
And that's a great sentence. Not a good lap for Racing Points. That is how quickly something can change.
That's Baku.
Literally.
It's so
Like
unforgiving at times.
He's done a penalty though, so that's if he can try and get a top 10, we know West can. He didn't change his wing.
Oh no.
But he didn't change his wing. He's obviously put the thing to no, change wing or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh no, we've changed his tyres, but we haven't changed his wing. Oh no, there's a car right behind him. Conrad's on the inside. With DRS, he's going to take the inside of 3, and Conrad easily gets past. Oh, Rescue's going to really struggle with that wing. He lets the Haas of Tom go past, yeah, wow. So Rescue went into the pits, and because he didn't change the option to change wing, he thought it was probably on auto, or maybe it was on auto. He absolutely shafted. They haven't changed his wing. Which is not funny on his behalf, very annoying, but on our behalf we can laugh. Mr. Toast gap to Ryan in second is 6.5 seconds. J. Luke comes into the pits, he's done 12 laps on mediums, probably going to put another set of mediums on. He's not changing his wing, but he had a damaged end plate. Are the drivers doing something wrong, or are we missing something?
I'm not sure, I think you have to have a certain amount of damage for your wing to be changed.
Yeah, but end plate is a big amount, isn't it? Surely.
Yeah, I do think if you're missing an end plate, I think that's enough.
That's
so I'm not sure what's going on there.
Say, you know what, yeah, we need to change. Now the Mercedes of Mini Godboard is quite close, just over a second to the J-Root. Anthony's doing okay in the Renault. He might be able to bring home some points. He's got no damage. He's looking after his car. Jimmy in the Ferrari. I'm just going to check people's damages, to be honest. Jimmy's got a full wing. I think Wooly has one. I think Conrad's okay. Wesker's in the pit again. Which is just it's a thing that I just think. Oh well, there's a wing there for him anyway. So he's done 50 seconds of pits when there should have been 25. He's lost himself 25 seconds, and because of that, he is last of the Grand Prix as the Alfa Romeo comes round the corner to lap him. I believe that was LRB. He's lapped Reschke as it stands. So I keep saying as it stands. As it stands, the Mercedes is first, Mr. Toast. Ryan is second in the Red Bull. LRB is getting a podium as it stands. Kaboom's in fourth with a fairly new set of mediums. So is Joe in fifth. Owen's in sixth with new mediums. J. Luke seventh. The other Mercedes is eighth. The only Renault left is ninth. The two Ferraris 10th and 11th respectively. And you can see the rest of the grid for yourselves. We'll check position changes as we go at the end. The racing point of Owen, I think had a go at Joe on the inside of turn 3, and he got it. If there's no damage, it's absolutely great overtaking. There's an Alfa Romeo with J. Luke Twig. Does he have a wing? I don't know.
Yeah, he does.
Does he have
He's missing an end plate. I was going to mention J. Luke in qualifying also carried on without an end plate, so maybe he's feeling like he can still get a bit of pace out.
I mean,
no! There we go.
Oh no! Joe has crashed into the castle section, and because he crashed, he wasn't ghosted, and J. Luke has retired because of that. Oh, there's a front wing with Anthony. Oh no, it's a glitch. Oh good. Oh no. Oh no, we don't know who's being ghosted. Castle section is an absolute nightmare. But Twin, no safety car.
No safety car.
God's sake. Oh no. So the Alfa Romeo, by the way, so Joe crashed in castle section, and Joe was literally right behind him, and he didn't ghost quick enough. So Jose has gone straight into, J. Luke has gone straight into the Red Bull, and on no fault of his own, the Alfa Romeo has DNF in Azerbaijan, and it's so hard because he literally done nothing wrong this race, literally nothing. It's a shame, and now the Alfa Romeo relies on LRB, who's doing well at the moment. He's in third place, he's driving okay, he's got a 13-second gap to Kaboom, so we'll see if the Alfa Romeo can recover. We'll see what the Discord is saying, because I know it's going to go absolutely pear-shaped.
It was just how close. It was how close he
Joe,
was.
how do you manage that? And Joe just put, first time I've ever binned it in there. Oh well.
J-Luke would have been fine. It's just how close he was to the car, and the game just didn't go to the car quick enough. So
yeah,
it's just very, very unlucky, I'm afraid.
yeah, it's that's what I mean. You want to be close to the Calvary Castle because there's obviously a couple of straights after that. But if they crash, I mean, listen, Joe's not going to be happy. He's ruined his own race as well. But the fact of the matter is, Joe was the one who crashed, and because he crashed, J-Luke's now out of the race. If Joe didn't crash, J-Luke would be still cracking on. And to put 17 laps of effort in to just have it wiped out because the game didn't ghost is just harsh. A shame, because Joe was also the reason I ended lap 1 with damage. Oh, so no, it's been yeah.
Joe and J-Luke are now best friends.
Joe and J-Luke are now teammates for next season. Yeah, harsh. Problem we've got now, Twig, is if you look at the interval gap, what do you see? What I see? Do you see what I see?
I see that there's no battles.
I see the smallest gap is 4.5 seconds, which means the grid is clearly got a few gaps. So I'm just going to remain at the front with the Mercedes. Well, we have a little chat, hey, as we've got some time to relax. Gonna have a quick swig of pineapple.
Bit of a chin wag. I have to say, Toast has managed this race brilliantly so far.
Yeah, and he did it in. He can do it on 77% worn hard tyres at China, and he can do it for 21 laps of hard tyres here if he can finish the race. And what Toast needs to do now, he has got this race in the bag. Ryan may have the pace, but he hasn't shown it yet. And every single lap his tyres are getting worse. Ooh, Toast did tap the wall there. He does have an end plate though.
He's kissing it.
He just needs to be careful, Toast, because a stupid move here and it will cost him a race. However, we've seen it before. I mean, not from a commentary side, not me personally, but we have seen it in real life, and we've seen it on, you know, YouTubers' career mode races, my career mode races. One mistake and you're not winning the race. And it'll be interesting because Ryan, he did, you know what happened in China at the end. He did go wide on the last turn. He did, you know, if he would have won that race, it might not have counted just because he did exceed the track limits quite heavily. But if he does get second this race, 2 seconds in a row for a Red Bull driver is pretty good, isn't it?
That's not bad, I think.
Considering the competition.
I think he'll take that. He will take second place.
I'd take that all day, even if I was one of the best or the worst. I'd happily take 2 seconds. Listen, China and Baku are not people's favourite tracks. Sometimes China's very. I mean, personally, I think it's quite easy after turns 1 to 4. But oh, the Mercedes of Toast going wide a little bit, nearly tapping the wall. It wouldn't have cost him much time. But, like I was saying, Toast is driving quite weird here, because if I was in his position, I'd be purposely driving more carefully. He's probably just going to be listening to the stream and saying, "Shut up, Captain Limit, what are you talking about?" But sometimes it is just best to chill. Let the gap come down to 3 or 4 seconds, but at least then you've only got 2 laps to go. I mean, that's what I'd do, but I'm not Toast.
But this is the most important part of the race. You've got to be focused, because everyone is going to be getting onto the old tyres, and this is where the back end, whatever, could slide out and you could damage anything here, and you could be out of the race within seconds.
there is a gap of 0.3 seconds, and it's between James and Ferrari and Woolley in 10th. I believe Woolley has damage because his downforce has been terrible. Okay, he doesn't have damage, so it must be something to do with how good the Ferrari is. The Ferrari has DRS now, wheel to wheel, past the start finish line. I can't get a dynamic view, it's so annoying, but he flies past for Williams into turn 1, so the Ferrari now scoring 1 point. And Twig, the fastest lap at the moment is led by Kaboom, who has the fastest lap by 7/10 from a Ferrari. So if it gets to a point where you can't be, I don't think it'll get to a point where you can't be overtaken before or after, so maybe Kaboom at the moment might be settling for the fastest lap. We will see, unless one of the bottom 5 very nastily take it and take the point away from anyone. Which is good to see. The gap's now back up to 2.5 seconds, so Woolley's losing pace, Twig.
He is dropping.
I'll just go back to the Mercedes for a little bit. He's safe in his DRS. Like to remain at the front, just to know what's going on at the front, just to know where we are in terms of laps and stuff. We got 6 laps to go, including this one. Toast seems to have listened to me and has started driving a little bit more carefully, cautiously, which is good to see. The gap after lap 4, Twig, if you remember, was 43 seconds. The gap now is nearly 2 laps.
Wow.
Which technically, if you go on the lap times, is 1 minute 40 times 2, which if you do the maths is 200 seconds. So it's gone from 43 seconds to 200 seconds in 35 minutes, 40 minutes of Baku, which is an interesting one. Tom has overtaken Woolley.
Gone into the pit.
12 to 11th. Okay, that's why. Woolley was struggling. He didn't have damage when he lost the place to the Ferrari though. The gap from the Ferrari to Tom is 4.5 seconds. I don't think that's going to be caught, Twig, because James is on brand new mediums. Tom's on hard, so James might have solidified a point here in Azerbaijan for his efforts. We'll have a look at the position changes before the last lap, of course. Conrad has gone into 9th, he's 7/10 of a second behind the Ferrari Jimmy Allen. He's got 2 laps of special medium compound. We'll just remain on board with Conrad. A couple of gaps are starting to form here, Twig. Starting to reduce. Conrad is now half a second behind. Let's see if he can stay close. He's saving his DRS for the big straight, which is probably a good idea. He breaks into 15 quite nicely, down to 16 they go. And let's see if the McLaren engine, if its equal performance, can catch the Ferrari and Jimmy Allen for Conrad to take 8th. Oh, he's absolutely going to fly past him. He's already doing 206, the Ferrari doing 196. With DRS it's now 210 versus 200. Conrad goes easily past and into 8th place he goes. We'll keep checking. Yep.
Have the gap at the
you're lagging a tiny bit, Twig. I don't really understand.
How about now?
Try again. It's still a bit shaky.
Now?
That's better.
The gap at the front is 1 second.
It is, and it's a good job you said that because I didn't notice. What happened?
I don't know.
Has he got damage?
He lost 3 or 4 seconds in 1 lap.
He's still got a wing. Wait, did Toast just hit turn 1?
I don't know. He hasn't lost an end plate.
I don't think he has. He's so slow, Twig.
He's struggling.
The Mercedes is so
on?
slow. What's going on? He hasn't went out of fuel, has it? Not sure we're not. Oh! Toast, we smacked the edge of turn 3. And Ryan has taken the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix and there's only 4 laps to go, and the Mercedes is dropping so quickly. Twig, what's going on?
What is going on?
He's dropped
Can't
from,
believe what I'm seeing.
he was 6 seconds in front, he's now 2 seconds behind in half a lap. Oh, he's dropping so fast. He's run out of fuel. He's run out of fuel. I think. Oh, his gearbox is gone. His gears have gone.
Oh,
What?
he's stuck in 6th.
His gearbox is gone. I'm pretty sure you can't get faults online. You can't. I've never seen that. I've done so. You can't get faults online, can you? Oh, he's got his gears now. Oh dear, what happened there? Did he have like a... Does he use a wheel or pad?
I don't know. If he uses a
I
wheel,
swear
maybe
he
he's
uses
lost...
a pad. I swear.
I'm utterly
Oh
in
no.
shock.
So his gears got jammed. Maybe it was like a button problem or a wheel problem, but his wheels got... sorry, his gears got jammed. He was 6 seconds in front, he's now 2.6 behind. However, he is now back, Twig, and he is catching already. And with 3 laps to go... Did he just hit the wall again? I keep seeing that down... Oh, please stop ghosting, I hate that. Has he got damage? I don't think he does. Right, let's see if we have a race on. Because Ryan's tyres, well, and for Mercedes tyres, are pretty old, but not going to be 77%. Famous last words. But we are new. Of course, we have to take care of the middle and the back of the grid, but the minimum interval is 2.5, so we'll remain at the front because this could be quite crucial. While we've got a minute, Twig, I'll go through the position changes. Ryan, as it stands, is going to win the Grand Prix if he can hold off a Mercedes with a 2.6 second gap. If he does go on to win, he's gone from 4th to 1st. That'd be incredible. The Mercedes have dropped to a gearbox problem. He was stuck in gear 6. Spicer's retired from the race. So there's the 5th retirement. LRB's up 4th to 3rd. Kaboom's up 4th to 4th. Owen's up 1 to 5th. For Mercedes, his teammate Godbold is down from 2nd to 6th. Anthony, by the way, is up from 19th to 7th.
Wow.
Possible driver of the day there. Conrad's down from 4th. He had an incident on lap 2. I think. Oh no! Toaster's retired!
Gone.
Oh, the Mercedes drivers! I don't know what happened. I don't know where it is. I can hear a car.
Yeah, it's there. It's coming.
It's outside the 16. Oh, what went wrong there? He's
what has he done there?
Yes, I don't think it's a crash. I think it's like a personal mechanical thing. Oh no! The Mercedes driver that had led the pace has the gearbox problem, and then DNFs as we go on to lap 25. Ryan, if he doesn't do anything ridiculous, might have won this Grand Prix. I told you, Twig. I said if something happens at the start, Ryan could win. If he comes through the line, he's got a 2nd in China by 0.039 and a 1st in Baku.
I said there was going to be a face on the podium on that top step today that isn't usually on that top step. And if Ryan can get through this, he will be. And DXT Anthony is all over the back of Mini Godbold. His 15-lap mediums aren't enjoying the streets anymore.
We love to see people push these Mercedes. He's not going to get him down to turn 3 unless he makes a drastic... Well, Godbold covers the inside. But we've got to be very quick here because we're about to go on the last lap. By the way, now Anthony's gone from 19th to 6th.
Wow.
Now, we know that Godbold is having a 4-week break in February, and Toast hasn't finished this race, which means Mercedes at the moment are only getting 10 points. So if they're going to want the constructors, they're going to have to buckle it up in the Canada and the whatever races after that. Mini Godbold, oh no! Mini Godbold's got a 3-second penalty, which means Anthony doesn't even have to overtake the car. He just has to stay within. So that'll move the Mercedes down to 6th, the Renault up to 6th. Anthony would have gone from 19th to 5th if he stays within 3 seconds. Jeff might not have told him that though, so hopefully he doesn't dive into something he don't want to do. We'll stay on board with Ryan as he begins for turn 2 of the final lap. The gap from LRB has been reduced from 7 to 5.5. He's not going to make up 5.5 seconds unless Ryan makes a mistake. So we'll remain on board with him.
Toast said his gearbox broke.
My gearbox, but last 5 laps I only had 1 gear. It was in gear 5. But we didn't even know. You said that the gap had dropped from 6 to 1, and we were like, huh? And then we noticed it was just in gear 6.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. See, Anthony's pushing here, and he doesn't need to. Jeff hasn't told him, but Anthony doesn't need to push. He just needs to stay within 3 seconds. What a dynamic view that is. What a... Wow. I mean, we'll sum up the race after it finishes, because I'm sure something will happen, maybe. Ryan comes down to 15, he takes a lot of curve, there's a racing point that is a back marker. I believe it's Reshka in 10th. Reshka's overtaken the Ferrari, by the way, we didn't see it. But he has got a point. And yes, from being 6 seconds behind the Mercedes of Toast, the gearbox failure, and of course the close finish of a rivalry that they had in China, Ryan comes home to win the Azerbaijanian, that's not even a word, Grand Prix. LRP comes across the line 3.5 seconds behind in second. Kaboom now comes across the line with the podium for him. Well done, Kaboom, you kaboomed it. Owen is coming past the finish line now to finish in 4th place. The Mercedes of Mini Goldbold, he lets the Renault pass. It was... Oh yeah! The Mercedes has smacked the wall! And he somehow survived. Oh, that could have been bad. That could have been really bad. Anthony comes across the line for a very respectable, from 19th to 5th, drive of the day, we believe, I'm sure. He comes through the line 5th, the Mercedes of Goldball comes through 6th, he could have ended up 13th with his teammate after that wall collide. Conrad comes through the line, he's gone from 4th to 7th, but if he went last place after 2 pit stops early doors, he would have taken that no problem. But Ferrari James Owl comes across the line from 12th to 8th. And by the way, Twig, Tom from 18th to 9th is a really good performance.
That's a very respectable drive.
Really good performance, and he had 2 stops too. Really good drive from him. He comes across the line now to finish the final grid. Did he just get a fastest lap?
I don't know, I didn't see.
I think I got a notification at the bottom of my screen. Did Tom just get the fastest lap? I'm not too sure.
But there we go. The new face on the top step. Ryan wins in Baku.
That is an incredible. That was probably
what an end.
One of the best races we will have this season. There is absolutely no doubt. We'll take a minute in a minute to summarise what we've just witnessed.
You know what
hey, give it a rest. We're still in commentary.
Inside story. Yeah.
What was it for?
I've got. Do you know why it turns the title?
Yeah, gearbox. Yeah, just. So that is. I'm gonna take a picture. Oh no, I'm not gonna get it in time. Right, fastest lap 43, 42.1, 42.1. Okay, so fastest lap we can confirm was Kaboom. So he sets home 16 points for Haas. Red Bull gets 25. The Alfa Romeos get 18. The Racing Points get a 10th and a 4th, 20. Oh my god, that's awful maths. 13 points. That Twig was, I'm pretty sure, one of the best races we'll have in 21.
Oh, I just didn't see that coming.